Hey there, fellow watchers. It's that time of the week again, Born to Watch. I've mentioned before, but I was a sly guy. I was always Rambo and Rocky. So when the 80s moved into the 90s and Sly moved into a new world, I was right there with him. Cliffhanger, directed by Renny Harlin, started his Die Hard movie premise. He did Die Hard on a mountain, Die Hard in a tunnel, Die Hard in the future. Nothing was ever as successful as his 80s ever were. It was a pretty high bar. Cliffhanger certainly has its moments of tension, but will it stand the test of time? And like a 60-year-old rope, will it struggle to hold the weight of our opinions? Joining me on the race to the summit, G-Man. How are you, mate?
Great, thanks for having me. Yeah, that rope might be creaking a little bit. But let's go. There's a lot to talk about after the rewatch of this movie. I haven't watched it for a long time, but a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there should be some discussion. And joining us is our own mountaineer, Damo.
Right, yeah, so I didn't realise I was the official mountaineer of the group, but yep, I'll take it. Thrills and chills. Cliffhanger. And I'm sitting here in the middle of the casting couch. Camera's right in my face.
How good are you feeling?
I feel like I'm like on a catwalk in Milan.
Do you feel like Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct?
Yeah, I might do the
On the
do
catwalk.
the old leg cross.
He's on the catwalk.
Right, Set Fred. Yeah,
Are you going to become a Majora star like Sharon Stone?
maybe.
Yeah, I'm here all week still. Okay, look, overs and unders. This movie came out in 93. I was a sprightly 18-year-old young man in the prime of my life, year 12 at Cromer High School for the criminally gifted. Wow. Survivor, #Survivor. Look, as I said, I was right there with Sly during this journey. He was my guy. Gonna set the overs and unders at 20 on this one, because I'm not sure if anyone's going to get there. Now, I'm going to leave Damo, G-Man.
I don't think anywhere near 20. I would think maybe 10 to 15 early watchers. Haven't watched it for a long, long time, though. Yeah. So add one to that. I'm going to go with 13.
Okay, yeah, nice. Damien.
Yeah, I saw it when it came out at Roy Mustaka's establishment at Colorado in the wooden chairs.
What a place.
Yeah, such a good spot.
What a place.
And then I watched it the other night. So I'm on 2.
You've seen Cliffhanger twice.
Cliffhanger twice.
Mate, Sloan Nixon's baying. His blood is boiling as we speak here.
Well, I still remembered it.
There are texts being lined up as we speak.
Yeah. I'm about to cop a raft of abuse. Cannot wait.
So underqualified.
Cannot wait. Okay, look, I think I'm north of 20, but only just. I saw this at the movies. I really enjoyed it at the start, and in the early days, I would have watched this a lot. I was a Sly guy, as I've said. I haven't seen it for a long time. I think I would have. The last time I watched this, I probably tried to introduce this to Luke quite a few years ago. Can't remember the last time I watched it from start to finish. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, but I mean,
I didn't mind it.
To introduce your kids to Cliffhanger. I mean, I get it, like Star Wars or Harry Potter or what, but I'm introducing him to Cliffhanger.
I watched this on Saturday night with my wife and my daughter.
Yep.
So Isabel picked the shit out of it, which I'm sure we'll get to. But look, G-Man, why don't you tell us about Cliffhanger? Okay.
Now, here's a quick synopsis we got from our little friend IMDb. Unable to come to terms with the cruel death of a dear friend, guilt-ridden mountain climber Gabe Walker refuses to forgive himself. But 8 months after the tragic incident, a despairing distress call from a team of stranded climbers forces Gabe to pick up where he left off. Instead, Walker faces a murderous gang of armed-to-the-teeth criminals bent on using the former rescue ranger's expertise to retrieve 3 suitcases crammed with millions of dollars scattered on the vast mountainside. Will Gabe make it out alive? Especially now the unquiet ghosts of the past threaten to resurface.
Yeah, look, yeah. Well, it's a pretty good synopsis.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Guilt-ridden mountaineer. That's Damo.
Well, I'm guilt-ridden as well as a mountaineer now.
You're guilt-ridden.
Bloody hell.
Okay, now People, strap in. There were several trailers to choose from.
Yeah.
One was a John Bull special with absolutely no words spoken at all, which was the official trailer.
Yeah, I saw it with like opera music.
Yeah, opera music.
Yeah.
It was just all visuals and very poor music. But this one, let's see how this one goes. Boys, strap yourself in.
Please, I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Don't let me fall.
Matheson has been transferred from the Denver office to Frisco, and as a professional courtesy between offices.
Well,
Epic.
I got to say, there is absolutely no reason to give away the start of the movie in the first 10 seconds.
No.
It's one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, and if you, and why actually just spoil it? It's like,
Yeah.
because there was a surprise. You didn't know that was going to happen.
No, you didn't know that
Just
was
like-
going to happen. So I'm not sure whether
Unless you
that's
saw
an
the
after
trailer.
the fact trailer.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it might be. I
Well,
don't think that was that was not one that was made in 93.
No, well, it had the F-bomb in it too. I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to be that in, you're going to watch some show and that's swearing's in it back then. I really doubt that in the trailer.
Fuck. Yeah, I agree.
But there's a snippet of every single scene in that trailer.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it
A lot of
covers everything,
explosions.
doesn't it?
It's kind of like is Renny Harlin like the pre-Michael Bay sort of
Definitely. He definitely was.
explosions? Yeah, loves an explosion.
Well, he directed Die Hard too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he did Die Hard too, yeah.
And compared to the original Die Hard, it's an explosion-a-thon.
Yeah, there is. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a completely different movie.
Yep.
Okay, look, critical thinking. IMDb has Cliffhanger rated 6.5 out of 10. Surprisingly, it's not in the top 250.
It's a shock.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes has this at 68% on the tomato meter
Yeah.
with a 52% audience score.
Whoa, right.
Yeah. So critics like this more than the public,
Wow.
which I find hard to believe.
Very interesting when we get to where it sat for the money for the year, because it was in the top 5, top 10.
Yeah, it was in the top 10.
So
Yeah, 93 is a cracking year.
It is a cracking
big
year. Yeah.
Cracking year.
which we've covered before. But yeah, we'll get to that.
Yep. Okay, couple of reviews. We're going back to the well.
Is it?
Not yet. Not yet. Davy Kerr, Old Wayne.
yeah, Wayne.
It's got a good review for Cliffhanger. Like the roller coaster ride Cliffhanger clearly wants to be, the film sends you out pleasantly rattled and wobbly of gait.
Oh.
Wow.
Wobbly of gait.
Wobbly of gait. I walk out like Steady Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you wobbly after watching this?
I don't think I was, but
You're a bit wobbly in general at the moment.
oh yeah, actually I am wobbly. Yeah, full time. Yeah, 4 months been wobbly.
Yeah, 4 months wobbly. Yeah. Okay, now we've got a bad review here from the old mate.
Is it?
30 Dominelli. Okay, good old Jimmy Baradinelli of Real Views. Whether Cliffhanger will bring Stallone's name back into the top echelon of action movie stars has yet to be determined. But if this film can't, the task may be impossible.
Yes.
He goes on to make many choices very similar to this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Judge Dredd, Daylight, Copland.
Well, Copland's him on trying something different, but Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yeah.
So there's a few there. There's a few there.
Yeah.
He did stop on My Mum Will Shoot just before this.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oscar, mate.
Pulled
He
a
went
couple
through
of
a real,
crackers.
he went through a real lean
Before he
patch.
went, hang on, I got to do Rocky and Rambo again.
Yeah, I've got to do Die Hard on the Mountain.
I got to do Expendables. Yeah.
How good's the Expendables, though?
I haven't watched the
Incredible.
latest one.
No, I haven't watched Expendables 4
I've
either.
heard
The original was
rubber.
good. Original was
The original was good. Second one wasn't bad. Third one, average.
Yeah.
Fourth one, forget it.
Yep.
You lost me. Okay, G-Man, Ordinary People, take it away.
Right, we've just sort of covered some of Sly's movies, but I think it would be a bit remiss. We didn't mention this at the top of the show that Sly's old sparring partner unfortunately passed away this week, Carl Weathers.
Yes.
Very sad news, 76 years old.
Do you know what was seriously ironic was that I was actually watching Rocky 2 on Saturday night.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
And then on Sunday morning woke up to the news that he had, was it Sunday morning? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Or the day
No,
before?
Sunday, I think,
So it must have
yeah.
been Friday night. I was watching Rocky 2 and he died Saturday. Very, very sad. What a legend.
Yeah. You think back to all his roles. I mean, I was thinking the other day, Chubbs Peterson.
Chubbs,
in Happy Gilmore.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Action Jackson.
Sonny Payne. Dylan from
Predator.
The world's greatest handshake.
Oh yeah, but he's when I think about his voice too, like James Earl Jones has an incredible voice, and he's like the king. But holy crap, he had this deep voice. It cut through, and it was his heavy duty voice. He was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal.
It was one of the few celebs that when died, I was actually like, oh shit, it actually
Yeah.
sort of.
He was a professional footballer.
He was
Was he?
originally.
Yeah, originally was a footballer.
He was such a good foil in the Rocky movies.
Oh,
he was
mate,
so good as Apollo.
Mate,
He made those movies.
There's
with Sly.
Sylvester Stallone did an amazing tribute to him on his Instagram page.
I did watch that,
and
yeah.
it was really, really good. And he went out and said that Rocky wouldn't have worked without anyone but him.
Yep.
And he's true. Like I was watching, and then I got into a bit of a Rocky thing. I watched Rocky 3 as well. And when they're training in the
I
gym,
love that bit.
and he's so downtrodden, he's like, "What's the matter with you?" It's just so good. Like Apollo's the king.
Apollo, the Apollo arc from 1
4?
to 4.
Yeah.
It may be the greatest arc of a character, I think, in any sort of movie.
Well, I think what this has done, it's made it abundantly clear that we need to start covering the Rocky movies.
Oh, look, I was going to suggest, I think. Of
course we need to do Rocky.
Yeah,
I
coming
have to do
in the
Rocky.
next month, we're going to start a Rocky a month. We're going to allocate 1 week of the month of the podcast to a Rocky movie until we've done all of them.
Going to fly now.
That's it.
Yep. So RIP there to
Yeah, RIP.
Carl
Carl
Weathers.
I
Weathers.
think, as I said, the world is a lot less jacked today.
Oh yes, God, he was fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
it was
shit.
Jeez.
What a man.
Yep.
That's all he missed.
But yeah, so look, Sly, we've been through Sly before. Obviously, Rocky, he got his Best Actor nominee and Best Writing nominee.
Best
For
picture.
those.
One Best Picture.
Yep, Rocky 279. He was in Nighthawks in 81.
Great movie, Billy Dee Williams.
Yep. Escape to Victory in 81 as well.
Oh, he was the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's right.
When Michael Caine breaks the
That's
other
a
guy's
good
arm.
movie.
But
It's
you
a
want
great movie.
You want to talk about the poor athletic prowess?
Oh, Rocky is the goalkeeper of soccer.
Oh my God,
Stallone.
it is so bad.
The one show that Stallone, not a movie, but the first season of The Contender.
Was Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah.
He was like the
Sugar Ray was the other guy.
Yeah,
it was like
the mentor,
yeah,
sort of thing. But
Mate, what an incredible show!
But that first season
Yeah.
was phenomenal. That
Incredible.
was one of the best TV shows.
Yeah, that was good. I loved
it.
it.
Well, that
Yeah.
came out around the same time as Rockstar in Excess.
Well, the one before that was you're right. Yeah,
Which
Rockstar
in Excess
yes.
was the best
That was awesome
music
too.
show
Yeah.
ever, reality TV show
Yeah,
ever.
that was
You know,
phenomenal.
JD Fortune.
Yes,
That's
this
right.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, we're all just human beings, but we're all just being human. He had human and being on his forearm.
Oh right.
Yeah, it was abysmal.
Yeah, but that was Rockstar in Excess was an
Unbelievable.
awesome show.
Unbelievable.
Brooke Burke,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dave Navarro.
Dave Navarro, yeah.
What a show.
Marty Casey,
Marty Casey is the blonde guy,
Yeah.
looked like Kurt Cobain.
and then I think he came second.
Good
or
album.
third.
He did come. He was in the top 3, and there was the girl, the blonde
Yeah,
girl,
the blonde
Jess,
girl.
I think her name was, and she does a great song on the album.
God's Top 10. Yep.
One of the greatest songs.
Yep.
So it's a good album.
Yeah,
It's not a
it
bad
is.
album. That
It is a really
it's
underrated
called Pretty
album.
Vegas. The album's called Pretty
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
After the when
The
JD
song-
when JD Fortune did that song
Yeah.
and pulled the megaphone out, I had chills down my fucking spine.
But his lyrics killed everyone
Yeah.
else's lyrics. It
Yeah.
was like this guy
It
can
ain't
write a
pretty
song. Yeah.
after the show. All right, sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah, anyway,
That's right.
sidetrack.
Right through. Yeah, look, he's been in a heap of movies. Look, his other really good movie, well, at least the first 2/3 of it, First Blood. Great
listen.
first 2/3. Terrible last third,
Yeah, thanks, Morgs.
according to some.
But you guys totally. I think I watched Rambo or First Blood the other week, and God, it's a good movie.
Unreal.
Mate,
it
it's
is
quality.
one of the best.
Mate, I'd be giving that high 4s.
It
if
got
I
4.
was-
I gave it 4.5.
Yeah, I'd easily give it that.
And you know, it was hard pressed not to give it a 5, and I think it was because I was only early, didn't really know what I was doing.
How many First Blood things were in Cliffhanger?
Oh, mate, it's a rip off of so
Like,
many films.
First Blood was everywhere, like running away, the bats in the cave to replace the rats.
Not only that, his jacket is very Will Teasel.
Oh, right.
And actually, I'm going to do a Morgs here. Film school for F-Wits today.
Yeah.
is the best jackets in cinema history.
Oh, I know.
And we've got a little slideshow for us.
Yeah, okay.
And we're going to vote which is the best.
Okay, nice.
But they even had him jumping off a cliff onto a tree and breaking down through the branches.
I mean, what about his survival knife?
It was Rambo.
Didn't that spawn like so many survival knives with the with
with
the compass in the
yeah,
top?
yeah,
mate?
yeah.
And when he sewed up his arm,
I know, but this was Rambo on ice. It might have been Die Hard on ice too, but this was Rambo on ice. I couldn't believe how many Rambo or First Blood throwbacks there were.
yeah. All right, let's move on. I mean, we've covered Sly before.
We love Sly.
Let's talk about Michael Rooker. Now, he had an early role as an extra in Above the Law.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him in Above the Law.
Yeah,
He'd have to be a baddie.
He was one of the
He'd
bar
have to be a
guys.
henchman.
Yeah,
I
he
think
would
he
have got
got the
slimy bar. He would have been slammed by Nico.
yeah, I think he got one of the snooker balls to the head.
Oh, that's a great scene. That is a great
He was
scene.
in Mississippi Burning in '88.
Yeah,
Yes,
a baddie
he
in
was.
that.
He's a baddie.
Bad guy.
With Brad Dourif.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, he was a baddie in
He's
that
married
too.
to Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
That's a great
He
movie.
was
a good movie.
He was in Sea of Love. He was in Days of Thunder as Rowdy Burns.
Rowdy Burns. That's where I reckon that's where he's most. Well, for me anyway.
Rowdy
Burns.
Peeper.
Because he started as a baddie,
That's right.
and then he became. He had a good arc in that. He became mates with old.
He was in
Cole Trickle.
He was in Whitey's favourite, JFK. Bill
Yeah,
Brassard.
Bill Brassard. Yeah.
Tombstone had a small role in that as Sherman Masters.
Right. Okay.
Do you reckon he's been a baddie more than a goodie?
I think he's a good baddie.
He's a very good baddie.
He played that Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. He's a good baddie. He's got a bad face. Even in this movie where he's a goodie, he's a baddie.
You still look at his head.
You still
go,
hate him.
Dickhead.
Have
face.
you
hate
guys
him.
watched The Walking Dead?
No.
No.
He was in the early seasons of The Walking Dead. So Daryl Dixon, who's quite famous now,
Yes.
from that, like the
Yes.
long hair guy, he played his brother Merle.
Ah,
in
right.
that,
Yeah,
and he
of
was
course.
a real bad guy in the first few episodes.
Merle. What a name.
Merle Dixon.
Underutilized Merle.
Yeah.
Wonder what Merle's short for.
Merlin.
Merlin?
Don't know. But anyway, yeah, look, just a little bit about Michael Rooker. He actually holds a black belt in Kyokushin Karate.
Oh, from Cromer Community Centre?
You could take him. You'd take him.
He's from the US, but, like, you didn't...
It's a couple of cogs.
Doesn't
down.
count.
You didn't get to
Comes
see
down
it.
from
MR
Kramer.
didn't spend a lot of time around the circuit. But
What about Rounders? What would he? He'd give it to him.
Did he have a nickname? Was he like Rooks or something?
Yeah. Oh, most people just called him MR. or Rookie.
The chess piece.
Rookie.
Wasn't real good.
Rookie. That's it. It's Rookie. It has to be.
Yeah.
There he is. From now on, he shall only be known as Rookie.
Rocky.
I love it.
All right, let's go. John Lithgow.
Yeah, I
Now,
love John Lithgow.
Just like our other panelist, Morgs, he was a full theatre nerd before getting into the movies. He took the movies as an avenue in the early 80s. He was in Blowout.
Yes.
We talked
yeah,
about last week,
Travolta.
Whitey.
Yes.
In 81. The World
movie.
According to Garp in
Mate,
82.
he plays a cross-dressing nurse.
Yep, Roberta.
Works with Glenn Close, who's Garp's mum.
He would be a good-looking one.
Yep.
He'd be an absolute minger.
He wasn't a good-looking.
No.
He'd be a shocker. Yeah.
I got a Best Supporting Actor nom for that. Then next year was in Terms of Endearment, got another Best Supporting Actor nom. And then in 84 into Footloose
Everybody
Got to
stop.
cut.
as
Got to
the,
cut his foot loose.
as the Reverend Shaw Moore. He's in Harry and the Hendersons, Memphis Belle, Pelican Brief. And obviously everyone knows him from Third Rock from the Sun.
He's in a great movie. Denzel Washington and John Lithgow plays the baddie.
Pelican Brief.
No. It's an early Denzel Washington. Oh, fuck, I forget that. Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet.
Ricochet. And it's early Denzel. Denzel's a copper who
Yeah.
becomes the DA.
I can vaguely remember.
And
this
it's a
movie. Yeah.
great movie. There's a torture scene in a empty pool. It's really, really good. It's really good. Lithgow's amazing.
Okay.
I think he's a good baddie.
He's a great baddie.
Doesn't hold a gun particularly well,
No.
but he's a good baddie. Very good
Watching
accent.
this.
Oh, I don't know about the accent. We'll talk about that later.
Well, Megan and I saw when we went to New York, and we got, you go to like where do they have all the plays and shit? What's it
Broadway.
called? There we go, Broadway. I'm all over it. We went to Broadway, and you can line up during the middle of the day to get the tickets that haven't been sold at
Yep.
like half price. And so we bought tickets for Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the musical.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
John Lithgow was starring in it as Michael Caine's
Oh, was he?
character.
Dr. Emil
Caine.
Dr. Emil Schuff.
Michael Caine. And mate, I've got to say, it was one of the greatest fucking shows I've ever seen. We were about 15 rows from the front. Oh,
wow.
It was fucking amazing. Still got the playbill in the room here. was great. I love John Lithgow. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He was in Killers of the Flower Moon too, Whitey.
Yeah, he was.
The prosecutor.
Yeah. Johnny Bull's had a lot to say this week about Killers of the Flower Moon.
What does he say?
Not a fan.
Vicar and Linda Bull. What do you say about it? What did old Vicar and Linda say?
Let's not disparage Vicar and Linda. All right.
That's Johnny's new name, Vicar and
Okay,
Linda Bull.
so I came very close. I was in Tugun last week, and I was walking past the St Vincent de Paul charity shop.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I'll just pop in and just see if there's anything there. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm a cheapskate. And I was in the book section, and the Vicar and Linda Bull biography.
Wow.
Guess what it's titled?
John Bull.
No Bull.
No bull. Yeah. Big stretch, that one.
Did you buy it?
I nearly bought it for Gow.
Yeah.
But I thought, no, $2 is too much to spend.
So that's, yeah.
Already read it, don't need to. No, I haven't. All right, look, quickly. So, Renny Harlin's first choice to play Quaylen
That's the baddie.
was
Yes.
David Bowie.
Oh.
Really?
So, he wanted David Bowie.
Like a proper Englishman.
Yeah, didn't get him.
He's an
Also looked at
Englishman
Brian
in
Ferry,
New York.
but then
Jesus.
they actually had Christopher Walken
Don't
cast.
pay the ferryman.
But he left production before filming, so John Lithgow was one of the other baddies, and he got promoted to head bad guy.
Headband. But, well, I mean, geez.
Which probably meant that Craig Fairbrass got a start. 3 steps back.
Oh, he's a wanker.
These are the henchmen?
Yeah.
Like a
Are
Blade.
they the we're going to get to it, but they've got to be the worst henchmen in cinema history.
They are, I was thinking that's like Blade, Laser, and Blazer.
Yeah, they're shit.
That's what they should have been
My
called.
fitness consigliere.
They are
Yeah.
shit.
Because they were, yeah, we'll talk about it later on.
All right, we'll keep going. So, look, did you know that the role of Fraser Crane...
Did you know?
Did you know
Yeah,
that the role of Fraser Crane on Cheers and then on the spin-off was written with John Lithgow in mind?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah, obviously,
Okay.
Kelsey Grammer got the role, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really see anyone but Kelsey Grammer.
No,
now,
but
but
this is good. But John Lithgow
I think
could
John
do
Lithgow
that.
could do that.
yeah, it's sort of suave or kind of upper class.
cock. Just
upper
a
class.
yuppie
yeah.
cock.
All right.
Yeah.
So, look, do we need to go through anyone else?
Snob.
I don't think so.
No, we'll just give it a...
No.
we'll give it a
Well,
brush.
hang on. What about Janine Turner?
Janine Turner?
Yeah, Northern Exposure.
That's-
She
and
did
that's
a
it.
whole heap of
Yeah,
Northern
that's it.
Exposure.
That's all she
Northern
did.
Ex-
She was in...
Well,
there was another... Oh, what was it? I can't think of it.
but at that time, Northern Exposure was like one of the
was
best
massive.
TV shows.
Massive.
It was so.
It was huge.
It was one of the shows I watched, and she was huge from that TV show. So then they put her in this movie. But then
She did nothing. She's a great sort.
cricket
She
sense.
did Steel Magnolias before that. She was in
Oh, did
Steel
she?
Magnolias, yeah.
One of the rare short-haired girls.
Yes.
Main girls.
Very short.
Yeah,
Boy
super
short.
Yeah.
Very. I think she's pretty. Very pretty.
Yeah, she's very
Great
pretty.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, very pretty. Yeah, I think that's about it, Jamie. I got a question just before we get to hit sleeper dud, but is enough actor to justify having the name Leon?
One
Oh,
name.
I saw. Which one was he?
He's the black henchman.
he's-
Oh,
bad
he's,
guy.
so he's Blade.
Yeah, he's Blade.
Then Laser and Blade.
And it's just like, how does he get away with just being called Leon?
Well, Zendaya started somewhere too, like just
Because
give me
he
the
was in
one
Cool
name.
Runnings. Leon was in Cool Runnings.
He was too.
Right.
But like, it's
The single name.
Yeah.
You know what? You know how
he's not Madonna.
Yeah, you know
he's not Prince.
Absolutely. But you know how you guys, like Morgs has got a big distaste for people with the double barrel surnames. Yeah, the one name.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Worse than the double barrels.
Good point. 1993 hit Sleeper and Dud.
Hold on, we didn't go through the we didn't get to the gross
Money.
Oh yeah, sorry. Tell us about the what about, let's just talk quickly, firstly, G-Man, before we close that off. What about Renny Harlin, the director?
Yeah.
So obviously he did the Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Yep.
He also was the spouse of Gina Davis for many long time, and then actually made Cutthroat Island with Matthew Modine.
It's funny. I was
And
watching
Gina
that last
Davis?
night. I watched the end of it on TV.
You
last
watched Cutthroat?
night. No, the end just came on.
Oh,
Literally last
okay,
10
right,
minutes.
okay.
But you know who else? Rex Lynn was in that. Who's the FBI agent?
Oh right,
None of your
okay.
fucking business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Just
He was
quick
one
to
of the-
anger.
Yeah, very quick to
he
anger.
was
But
Shocking
Rennie
guy.
obviously did the absolute ball-tearing, brilliant Long Kiss Goodnight.
Well, and
Yes.
that's it. So he's a real mixed bag, Rennie, isn't he?
That is just a phenomenal movie.
Oh, mate, we loved that, didn't
yeah. Yeah.
we? We really loved that. Yeah, so I just thought it's worth mentioning that.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's, like I said, he's the 1980s or early 90s Michael Bay.
I think he is. Good looking man.
He's not bad. Yeah,
Good-looking rooster.
European, Finnish. He's from
Yeah,
Finland.
Yep, definitely.
I always think about, when I think of Finland, I think of Maddie Nukkinen, the Flying Finn. back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
ski jump back in the day in the 80s. Well, it just owned everything. He killed it.
Yeah, but anyway, I just thought we can't go past mentioning the director here. But G-Man, why don't you take us through the gross and everything it did?
Okay, so domestically, this made 84 million. Internationally, 171 million. Worldwide, 255 on a budget of $65 million.
It's pretty good.
Opening weekend did 20.5. So that put it up into 7th spot for the year.
Wow.
Now, we've done 93 before. Obviously, Schindler's List won 7 awards that year. Best director, best actor was Tom Hanks in Philadelphia, Holly Hunter in The Piano. Tommy Lee Jones got Best Supporting in The Fugitive.
Oh, what a great role.
Cliffhanger was nominated for 3 Oscars, but they were Best Sound Editing, and Best Visual. But they all lost
Not
to Jurassic
Best Henchman?
Park.
Bleed, laser, and blazer. You know,
Worst deaths could have come into it, though.
Yeah.
Worst deaths. But Jurassic Park was the number 1 movie.
And we've done Jurassic Park here on the podcast.
Yep, so 1.05 billion. Mrs. Doubtfire in 2, The Fugitive 3, Schindler's List 4, and The Firm at 5.
It's a really, really good year, 93.
Indecent Proposal, Philadelphia, In the Line of Fire.
Great movie.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, Schindler's List. It's. I think it's maybe one of the greatest movies ever made. But you can't say it's your favourite because it's
Yeah.
just so heavy.
It's a difficult watch.
It's so heavy, but it is such a phenomenal movie, and I would say it really is almost like one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yes.
But you can't say it's your favourite or it's in your top 10
I've,
because it's so heavy.
It's one of those movies where and I've talked about my greatest experiences in a cinema where everyone sat in the dark for 5 minutes after the light, sat in the theatre when the lights came up for 5 minutes, no one moved, and watched it all the way to the end of the credits where they came and placed the stone on Schindler's
Unbelievable,
grave.
yeah.
What Steven Spielberg was able to achieve all the while doing post-production for Jurassic Park
That's right.
at the same time,
Yeah.
the guy is incredible.
Yeah,
That movie Schindler's List, which is a labour of love. He's Jewish. He had so much invested in that film. What he was able to achieve is, mate, it'll never be matched.
It's an incredibly
It is
good
so
movie.
sad.
Oh,
It is so
I don't think there's a sadder movie.
sad.
It is such a harsh, brutal movie.
Yeah.
But it's so brilliant.
The scene, I don't know if I spoke about the scene where they take them into, and you know that they're walking the women into the showers.
Yeah.
And then you are waiting for the gas and the water comes.
Yeah.
It is so brutal.
What a relief. You could,
But
the fear on those ladies' faces,
Yeah.
the fear in them was just incredible.
What about when the commandant or whatever he is just
Ray
snipering?
Fiennes. Ray
He's
Fiennes.
just snipering off the top of the...
Eamon Girth
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may be the best baddie
of all time.
All time, yeah.
Well, that was his first role. That movie unearthed him, and mate, what a performance! Just
He's up there with Christoph Waltz.
yeah,
mate,
he's
not bad.
excellent.
I don't think anyone's as bad as Eamon Girth. He's
Well,
like
he's
Darth Vader level.
Yeah, he's bad. Eamon
Yeah.
Girth is bad. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah, anyway, that's okay. So we've done that's okay. So now where are we up to? Hit sleeper data? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, 93 hit sleeper and dud. Oh, I've got the hit for this week. Now I went outside of the top 10.
Good work.
Right? And I've gone with Rising Sun.
Oh,
Sean Connery, Wesley Snipes.
Snipesy, yeah.
When an escort girl is found dead in the offices.
Tatiana Patiz, I
Mate,
think
and
her
she
name
is
is.
extremely attractive.
Great Norks.
When she's found dead in the offices of a Japanese company in LA, detectives Webb Smith and John Connor act as a liaison between the company's executives and the investigating cop Tom Graham. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a long
It's really
long
worth
time.
going back and watching.
I will have to do that because I've only watched it once, I think.
Mate,
But
trying to
Sean
remember
Connery
it.
is quite he's very much into the Japanese.
well, he lived with them.
He's like Gal
Yeah.
with Kramer with his
Yeah.
you know, in that same sort of level
Definitely.
of
You've got to immerse
passion.
yourself in the culture. You know?
Well, he's got Tia Carrera is his girlfriend,
Oh.
who's a bit damaged.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Harvey Keitel's in it.
oh, is he?
It's a great movie.
Oh, the bad lieutenant.
It's we'll get your dick out.
Yeah.
Harvey.
Show us.
Get
You over
Steve
there. Show me your butt.
Buscemi. Steve Buscemi's in there.
It's a good movie, man. It's
Old
really,
Choppers Buscemi.
it's really, really worth watching. Rising Sun.
Yeah,
it's an
okay.
excellent, excellent movie. Who's got the sleeper?
I'm the sleeper.
for today.
I'm the sleeper, but
Damo, take it away.
I'm on the sleeper. You guys probably won't even.
This will be good.
You probably hate it, but I'm going.
Is it Revenge
for-
of the Ninja?
Think
Porky Sue.
think France.
France.
Yeah, France.
Brotherhood of the Wolf.
No, but that is a good movie. I watched that probably a couple months ago. No, I'm talking Hot Shots Part 2.
Oh my God.
Top of Harley. But I tell you, it is Lloyd Bridges, mate, is just so freaking funny.
Is this the one where he arrows the
With
chicken?
the chicken. He shoots with the,
Oh
he
my
shoots the
God.
chicken. Yeah, it's where. But Lloyd Bridges he's gone from being the admiral to he's the president of the USA now, and Richard Crenna's in it too. Like,
of course he is.
Basically doing his
He's Troutman, playing Troutman
stuff. But just for Lloyd Bridges alone, just freaking hilarious and just so stupid, but it's right up my alley.
Stupidly funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. G-Man, what have you got for Dud?
Well, Dad, there was a few I could have gone with. Weekend at Bernie's 2.
Oh,
it's bad.
Jeez.
Could have gone with Bad Boy Bubby.
Oh no, that's it. That should have been your hit.
That great tits float.
Yeah, for the Salvo Army.
Could have gone with Son-in-Law.
Oh,
I love
Son.
Son-in-Law.
That may be one of his better ones.
It's one of his
but
better
it's
ones.
Still shit.
It unearthed Carla Gugino
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
and
So-
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't go with that, but I did go with one.
I thought you were doing a Morgs here. You're giving us
He is a
17
Morgs,
duds.
yeah.
Featuring one with Hulk Hogan called Mr. Nanny.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Seriously, Hulk Hogan got an Academy Award for that.
Mate, it's kind of Kindergarten Cop meets Home Alone, where the kids are playing pranks on him and
Yeah.
electromagneting his weights and like making him pump weights really quickly.
It sounds like a hit to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a hit with an S.
So yeah. Anyway, the
Hulk Hogan.
trailer's enough. The trailer's enough for you.
Mr. Nanny. Okay, question time. So, did Hal hurt his knee on the actual summit?
Good question.
Because how the fuck did he get all the way up there if he hurt it on the way?
But
And it's bandaged. So he's carrying a tourniquet bandage in the back of his pocket.
mate,
Can someone explain this to
exactly
me?
what I thought. They've climbed all to the way to the tippy top.
And he's got, my knee.
He's got a sore knee. He must have just done it with the last
On my knee.
30 centimetres to go. He's done his knee.
like, don't get me wrong. Like, you're rappelling down.
Yeah. Just abseil down, bitch.
Just abseil down.
Mate, I want to know how they got her up to there. She couldn't even get out on the rope.
Yes,
to get
exactly.
to the chopper. She was dead scared of that. How
I've
did he get her to
brought
climb
that
up
up
there?
in
Like,
my
come
bad.
on. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. She's a novice and she's going up.
Yeah, that cliff was not a novice's
No.
cliff.
So
That was-
then we move into the next question. What the fuck is Hal thinking taking his girlfriend up there?
well, she must have
Better
been
than
a
sex,
climber.
mate.
Yeah.
Better than sex.
I beg to differ.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a nice view, but holy crap.
Why can they get a chopper up there, but then...
Oh, it's too windy.
No, they got a chopper up there, but then Sly climbs up.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
understand.
because Hal was injured, so they needed a man on the
To help.
ground to help
Yeah.
set up and...
The thing I didn't understand is that they hovered opposite them for about 5 minutes and talked, and then but they couldn't.
it's too windy.
It's too windy to couldn't they have just like hooked her on, flown out a bit, zipped her up, hooked her on?
I think they could have. I'm pretty sure they
They
could
could
have.
have done a lot of other things. there.
Because what they did, that rescue plan was like, shit, the cure was worse than the bloody disease.
No, it was a shit plan.
Yeah.
What I like is though that ledge they're standing on is less wide than this lounge off the cliff, and they just stand there and
Chat
joke
away,
and laugh.
yeah.
Got three of
and,
them on it.
It's windy, and they're like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine."
got 3 minutes. It's all good. I'm here to save you now.
Yeah.
Here to save you. Okay. The baddies' plan is extremely elaborate. We talk about movies where a lot of things have got to go right. This plan, I'm sure we might get to and listen to this. It comprised of the most expensive stunt of all time,
Yep.
and this is their plan to steal the money.
This was my ugly. This is my ugly.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, as such a really good bad guy who's so smart in Quaylen says, let's rip them off and let's get another plane and then try and hook a line up between the planes and try and sling all the money back that way. I don't understand why they didn't land the plane somewhere.
The pilot was in on it.
If the pilot's in on it,
They
you know
could've
what?
just landed the
Shoot
plane.
him, which he does anyway. Everyone's dead in the plane. Let's just land at some field and then take off in the other plane.
Yep, and no one would have been. Everyone would be none the wiser. It's the worst plan in the world.
it does make sort of sense that they then wanted to say, "Oh, look, that was crashed and the money's disappeared." you know,
Well,
but in actual fact,
it made sense as they needed something as a script to get the money into the mountains. Yes, but
yeah, it would have just been like, oh yeah, it's crashed, and then therefore there's no more search.
Well, flying over a field, drop the cases.
Yeah, well, that's true as well. Yeah, they're not this
Not in like
get a clothesline.
I don't
and
understand it.
Connect it to another plane.
So then, there is no part of the plan really, unless it goes wrong, that requires 7 henchmen.
They're all sitting there.
Not only that, one of the fucking henchmen on a plane has a grenade launcher. Right? What?
Oh, dude,
What's going on?
You can never be under, packing too much heat. I don't know, but yeah, well, and he killed one of the henchmen like straight away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he threw him out. Let's get him to a hospital.
Well, he got shot.
yeah, he's hurt bad. So
Yeah,
let's get him to hospital.
Get him to hospital
Let's throw him out of
fast.
So why, if they had this elaborate plan to just sling it off into the other plane, did they need the FBI agents, finder? Like, why did he have that? That was just backup, right? Like, why did they need
maybe
that?
Maybe it was just a backup thing, but it happened to become an essential.
Oh, it was
tool.
the-
Yeah.
6 million things every 15 seconds. So he's got to tip the passcode every 15 seconds. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass. Okay. Do we think Rocky and Rambo cast too great a shadow on Sylvester Stallone for the rest of his career?
Oh, definitely. I think so because I kept looking at bits and going, that's First Blood, and also when he was fighting them, I go, come on, you can beat Apollo, you can beat this bloke. You sort of think,
Oh, mate, he
hang
could
on.
take a punch. Could take a punch. He copped a few.
but he had to lose the
From
punch ups,
Kynette.
didn't he? Because he was just a rock climber.
Mate, look, I think it does cast a big shadow on him, but this was also just a massive blockbuster. Like, they just went over the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse the pun.
Yes.
With this.
When it takes it all. Okay. Look, okay, right. Going to take a little spot here. People, you got some homework this week. Listeners, fans,
Oh,
watchers.
wow.
You don't understand just how important his reviews are for this podcast. Get on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. Mm-hmm. Share to your friends.
Yep.
Your homework this week is to leave 1 review and tell 3 people about the podcast.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's get this thing happening, right? But no, please, people, we want to get this to into as many homes as possible. So please leave a review on Apple and tell 3 friends. Tell 3 friends about the beauty that is Born to Watch.
Yeah.
And you'll enlighten their lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that public service announcement was written by John Flanagan for the Born to Watch Watchers Unite podcast page.
Wow.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Damo, why don't you lead us away with the good?
Good. Well, yeah. Well, there
doesn't look to be a lot in your list there.
well, the landscape, the on location there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
In the Rockies,
In the
that
mountains.
was actually Italy.
Yes,
in the
that's right.
Dolomites.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Dolomites. Okay, well, that's my listen to this gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course,
A Dolomite account.
as we have discussed before, that actually shooting things in location just gives things much more scale,
Absolutely.
makes it look better. Look, the story, it is entertaining. It's it's pretty much non-stop. Renny Harlin's.
There's no fucking around, mate.
It's a different story, at least. It's a different.
Yeah, it even though there's a lot of similarities, it still is a lot of differences. And because it hasn't really been done, it's like rock climbers that are become sort of the heroes in this, the protagonists.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I think it holds your attention the whole movie, sort of thing. That
It is.
It's
It
not,
is non-stop action.
I didn't
yeah.
find it boring.
No, it's not boring. That's
not
different.
at all.
No, and I
Not at
think
all.
so. There's
There's
you get
always
a big
something
tick for that.
happening.
It's a big tick for that.
And the other thing was the Sylvester Stallone or the Gabe, the clean and jerk onto the stalactite.
Oh yeah,
Where he lifted that guy up.
Leon's death.
Why did Kynette just watch him? Like, he's lifting him up. He looks up at the stalactite and goes, "I see it." Doesn't do anything with the knife in his hand.
Yeah.
Just waits for imminent death.
And I remembered back from my days when I was a kid when we went to Janolan Caves for a weekend that I learnt the difference between the stalactite and the stalagmite. So I knew that was a stalactite hanging off the
top.
Yeah.
T for top.
Well, it's because a stalagmite might get to the top and a stalactite holds on tight. That was the way I learnt
That's
it.
the way he did it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, back then. Yeah. So there you go for all those kids out there.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
if you come to a geography assignment on caves,
I before
Geography?
E, I before E, except after C.
come talk to me. There you go. That's my
G-Man,
good.
G-Man, what do you got?
I had that John Lithgow is a great bad guy, as we talked about. Very
Yes.
menacing, yet very smart. Comes across that. Reminds me a lot of Hans Gruber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that, you know, that
he's
kind of
in that ilk.
very
Calmness,
menacing.
sophisticated.
Manages to kill his girlfriend because it's true love. I mean, that's pretty cold.
That's right.
Pretty cold.
He's
Was that his girlfriend, Crystal?
I think so. I think Chris. I think they were
I'm
rooting.
not really sure, but yeah.
I think they were rooting.
You would have been. Yeah. Okay.
he was almost licking her face at the end there.
Yeah. Lithgow's a horny guy. I think he was rooting her.
I got to say, my other good, it's not really related to the movie, was I found out when I watched this on Saturday night that Monkey,
Yeah.
the show, is on Netflix.
Yeah, it is.
There's
It
reruns
is.
of Monkey on Netflix.
Yeah,
I found that
definitely.
out while I was watching this.
Every episode's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can wait. Yeah, trust me, I've tried.
Yeah.
really?
I've tried to go back.
Pigsy.
The nature
Sandy.
of Monkey was
Irrepressible. Born from an egg on a mountain top. Monkey is funky and Trippy Tuck is Kojak. Anything else, Cal?
No, that was it. Monkey on Netflix.
You got two
That's
things, and
big.
Monkey was one of them, so that's pretty good. I've got
Comprehensive.
the start of this movie is excellent.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
excellent.
The opening scene.
The opening
Yeah.
opening 5 to 7 minutes where you've got all the immense shots, the mountains, Gabe free climbing. Isabel found out that there were no harnesses and decided that she didn't want to be a mountaineer. I thought that whole bit, and even as sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little.
It was corny. I
It's
thought.
corny. That's the word I'm looking. As corny as that
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
once he gets out onto the rope
Yeah.
and under the line, the tension is palpable.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
The bit before it, it's too blokey when they're up there
Yeah,
making the jokes. And
conversation.
like,
Yeah.
you kissing my girlfriend.
Yeah.
All that was a bit too full on.
It's a bit corny.
But the tension
Definitely.
goes as soon
Yeah.
as that buckle.
Mate,
Tense
what a
snap.
time for the buckle to go. But also, she could have grabbed with the second hand.
She could have.
She was useless.
She was shit.
Okay, so but I thought then the slow fall was excellent, and the fact that it's a wide shot and just the slow fall, I thought that was excellent. When it cuts to the down shot of her falling, it's quite obvious that it's fake. But when she
It's real. It was real. She died.
when she falls, it's real, man.
So the other thing was, and it's probably a listen to this that comes up, that the puppy dog that falls out of her backpack,
Yes.
that wasn't originally in it. But Renny Harlin put that in because he wanted to showcase how big the drop was to bring a bit more tension to that.
It works.
And yeah, it does, because you sort of see the dog fleet and you think, wow, that's full on, like that's going a long way.
Yeah. Okay, I've got Gabe's jacket. The red check thing is fucking epic
it's
when he turns back up.
It's kind of a half.
It's a half flannel, half woolly.
yeah,
It's half woolly flannel. I really like it. I'm surprised no one mentioned the cars. Gabe's Defender and Jesse's Bronco.
Oh, yeah.
At the start, great cars.
Yeah,
good
really
cars.
good cars.
Yeah.
We've mentioned John Lithgow's a great villain. And we've also mentioned not a lot of fucking around.
None.
And I think that's probably the
Yeah.
best part of the movie,
It's
that there's no
pacing.
waffle.
Yeah.
The pacing is excellent. And
There's gonna be no more fucking around.
we're going to take these buckets of more down. I quite like the score. Some of the
Okay.
music's good.
Yep.
It's not, some of it.
Yep.
More the grandiose, the start is really good. Some of it is terrible, but I think the theme is a pretty good theme. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I've heard it, but
I
can't recall.
got some at the end. I got some Predator vibes.
Oh my god!
I got some Predator vibes.
It's not. It wasn't Alan Sylvester.
No, it wasn't Alan Fizz. And I actually went to check that it wasn't him.
Yeah, right,
Because
okay.
I got some Predator
Similar
vibes
sort
at
of
the
theme.
end.
Yeah,
Similar
okay.
themes.
Yeah.
And then we talked about the Up on the Stalic tight.
Yep.
Leon's death. Thought that was good.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
It was good. It was a good death.
Yeah.
Okay, bad. G-Man, we'll start with you.
Bad. Well, we've covered a lot of what I had. Why did she only hold on with one hand? Why did they take a novice up to the mountain? Why would they be joking around? Why did Hal hate him when there was no other option?
Unbelievable.
I know.
Like, she was slipping down that rope,
Yeah.
and there's no way she was going to hold on if someone didn't go.
It's
and get her.
okay to sit in the helicopter and go save her.
Yeah.
Well, he was going, don't go out there. I was like, but she was falling.
What's she going
off.
to do? I'm going to throw the other thing. Mate, I'm going to put the other harness out there. She would not have known what to do.
It wasn't the weight. in the end, like she was going anyway.
Yeah,
But
she was
anyway.
gone.
Well, Janine Turner was the voice of reason.
Yeah, she's like, you got to go, Hal. You got to go, Gabe.
Like, yeah, and afterwards, when he's suffering all his guilt, she said, "Look, mate, you did everything you possibly could."
Yeah.
like just because Hal put the guilt trip on you, mate.
no.
But she should have
did
told
I?
Hal to fuck off.
Yeah,
Like,
she should have.
like seriously,
yeah.
pull your head in, Hal.
Bloody
Look,
hell.
also
Rowdy Burns.
a couple of little continuity errors.
Please talk about the plane crash.
The plane crashes and the nose is over the cliff.
Mate, it's
And
half
then
the
next thing it's
plane's
in
over the cliff.
Next thing it's in the bushes.
They're on the flat. It's in the
in the
forest.
tree. So it's on the top of the mountain at one stage. Next thing they're in the tree.
It was so funny. I was watching it on Saturday night with the girls, and I was writing this down, and Megan goes, "Oh, the plane! It was hanging over the cliff, and now it's back on the flat. You better write that down." I'm like, "I'm already there."
Done it. Yep.
The other one I had was when the two kids with Morgs' hairdo,
Bill and Ted.
when Bill and Ted
Cheesehead.
chase him. When they're driving along talking to him, the kid driving doesn't look at the road once.
No, well, he
Not
doesn't need to.
once.
He's a cheesehead.
I do love at the end how they're talking to him, and then they go see, and then they just flip a massive 180
Yeah.
and take off the other way.
Yeah, do party on, dude. Yeah.
I also just quickly wanted to get that. How did Hal find? Was it? Oh, sorry, Sylvester Stallone. He's Gabe, wasn't he?
Yeah, Gabe
Gabe,
Stallone. Hal is.
How
Rooker.
did Gabe and Jesse find the second case? They had no way of knowing. They just knew it was up on the top of the mountain somewhere.
Yeah, I know. That's
He'd
right.
already. I think he had seen it
Well, he saw
earlier that he saw where
He saw the map. He saw the computer map.
He
yeah.
saw the 3D computer
Yeah,
that sits
that's
at the top
about
of the
it.
mountain, and then he found it in the dark in the middle of the trees.
His
A
speed,
suitcase in the snow.
He had Michael Myers' speed.
Mate.
He was always there in front of everyone, and he just was cruising at normal pace.
Hang on, I have never seen anyone be so swift over snow in movies in my life.
Yeah, he was.
They are fast, man.
He can he's shortcutting everywhere.
I tell you, I've been to the snow many occasions. Walking through snow is
It
not
sucks.
fun,
Yeah,
and they are like across the top. They're like white Jesus.
yeah, yep. They're killing it.
G-Man, is that it?
That's it.
Damo, bad.
Yeah, well, normally I am a fan of the baddies, and we just talked about Blade, Laser, and Blazer. Like the henchmen were just so ridiculous. They were cartoons.
They are the
Dead
worst.
set cartoons. They were so quick to anger, totally unhinged, totally sadistic.
Yep.
Just like who would work with these morons?
They're caricatures, and they're in my ugly. They slide into the ugly for me.
Yeah, and
they, they almost ruin the movie.
They do, and that stupid soccer commentary.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
Like what the hell? So he's, for those that haven't seen it, he's kicking this bloke, but he's commentating like he's playing some Premier League game.
3 steps back.
Yeah, like he's the
It's so
commentator.
bad. And you know what? That guy has never played sport before in his life.
No, but look, I'll disagree with the John Lithgow. I thought his accent sounded like a strangulated sort of English accent. I just didn't think it was that good. I didn't like it.
Didn't resonate with you.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But the girlfriend, right? So she cannot be an amateur climber to get up that thing. So, and I'm looking at her when her tracksuit for starters, it was like a 1980s bloody puffy tracksuit.
Yeah.
They're all climbing in the full climbing shit. So I'm just thinking like, yeah, look, you're going to climb up here, wear your full puffy tracksuit. Make sure you pack that stuffed dog
Yeah.
toy. Like,
Why would you be taking
why
that
would
with
you take that freaking thing up that mountain? It was just kind of ridiculous. But other than that, yeah, all the Rambo things was just, to me, it was like, holy crap, Sly, you're just ripping yourself off here.
The guy was underwater, fell into the frozen water,
Yeah.
and then took his shirt off, and then fired a gun from under the surface, killed the guy, and then just got out and goes,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's all right.
I'm all right."
Yeah, a bit chilly. Give us a
Mate,
towel.
I had
That's it for
Sylvester Stallone has the world's best metabolism.
Yeah.
How he doesn't get hypothermia
Oh,
is beyond me.
yeah,
He wears a t-shirt for 70% of the movie.
that's right. That was just, once again, it was like he was in Hope,
Yeah.
wearing his
Yeah.
that Hessian
Oh, the
sack.
Hessian sack. Mate, Hessian is a very good
Insulator.
it's a very good insulator.
Yeah, it's like Gore-Tex
It definitely is. It's the Gore-Tex of the 70s.
of
Hessian.
potato sacks.
That's it. Okay, I'll go. Frank's art. Yeah, Damo. When Frank's drawing the art.
Oh, the banana.
Now I'm going to go to our resident artist on the panel here. What are you thinking about the banana eating the monkey?
I thought it was clever.
You did?
Yeah. It was.
You'd
stupid.
appreciate that,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was kind of stupid, but I thought it was clever.
Yeah, and Jesse says like, "I'll buy your art." No, you're not. No one's buying that
it's
art.
terrible.
No one is buying
Mate,
that.
he's
art.
no Moggy 202 for the art. There's no talent there.
You mentioned the stoner base jumpers. They have no purpose in this movie. No business being in this movie whatsoever.
Nothing.
They do nothing to promote the story or the narrative. They do not need to be there.
No.
They're a bit like Indiana Jones in Rose of the Lost Ark.
Or
The same thing happens regardless of they're there or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were.
They're just annoying.
They were so annoying. They were the pure Bill and Ted.
Yeah, it's just a
Party
90s thing.
They
dude.
don't.
Yeah, dude.
They don't alert anyone. They don't provide any.
I reckon it was
anything to
just
the
to maybe appeal to sort of younger, type of people, maybe to think, oh yeah, he's got these cool young blokes.
Maybe they had a bigger part originally and it got cut. Who knows? But they don't really add. You're right, Waddy. They don't add
They don't
anything.
have anything. They don't need to be.
Well, they
there.
got shot.
Well, they got shot, but they don't. But they don't alert anyone. Nothing
no,
happens.
no,
they
nothing.
don't change the arc of the story.
Well,
at all.
Frank sees the one down the
that
bottom.
was-
He
that
knows
was
there's
about
some
to get eaten
problem.
by wolves.
But he already knows that there's a problem by the time
but
they're
that's all.
seen.
Yeah.
Okay. The effects. Now, I thought the effects weren't bad.
Yeah.
But apparently to the 10-year-old discernible viewer,
Oh, right.
this is fake. This is fake. And I was like, well, most things in movies are fake. I actually thought they weren't that bad.
No, I thought it all looked pretty good.
Yeah. So piss off, Isabel.
Yeah.
So there's $33 million in each case, and it takes 5 whacks with a rock to open it.
Yeah. Security plus.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
come on.
They've got this high tech gadget to find it, but you can open it
Yeah.
in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
5 whacks.
And actually, when it's landed, that one had blasted open the first
Exactly
one.
right. It's like, my God, aren't they like, they shouldn't be bulletproof, crush proof?
You'd think so, yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Like they should be like the football that the president carries.
And I'll tell you what, they take the demise of the first $33 million pretty much in their stride, don't they? They just go, oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Well, where's the second one? Let's go.
Yeah.
Sly uses it to get his fire going. All that.
We already talked about the soccer talk up from the henchmen. Hated it so much. It's the worst part of the movie. Talked about them moving so swiftly across the snow. The part where Gabe is under the ice towards the end, it is so obviously a set.
Yeah.
The ice is plastic.
Yep.
That
crystal
took
clear
me
there.
almost out of the movie. There's like one sort of tree which is you can just tell is just like wobbling.
When they get onto that bridge, when he first runs onto that bridge, I thought it was like Hoth. It looked like he was on Hoth.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Hoth. How good's Hoth?
But the
Looked a
other,
bit cold to me.
the other stupid bit was when Gabe was up above them and they decided to start shooting
Yeah.
at the top.
What did they think was going to happen?
Yeah.
And they can't see him, and there's just like a landslide come down on him. Oh, that was just ridiculous.
That snow ledge is so big.
What
None
the-
of them survived
Why?
that.
Why would you shoot at someone directly above you that you can't see?
Yeah, Johnny Bull had a bit to say
Vicar
to
and
me
Linda
about.
would have.
Yeah.
Vicar and Linda would have had something.
Vicar
to say
and
about that.
Linda, he had a bit to say about that. He wasn't happy. He thought that the crew were up there just throwing handfuls of snow over to simulate the avalanche. Vicar and Linda. Now, did anyone notice that the movie just ended?
Yeah, I know, I did.
It was almost like a
it was. Yeah, it ended. It just
ended.
Yeah.
Very abruptly. It's like they kill the last guy, they make a smart ass comment, and it's like,
it's done.
it's over.
Yeah, I know. I've got it that in quickfire. I was going to
Okay.
bring up an
Like
additional
that.
scene there.
Like that. Yeah, an ending
Yeah.
as an additional scene.
Yeah.
Okay, ugly. Damien.
That rabbit is going to live the rest of its life with a tracking device strapped to
Yeah, I
its
thought
body.
about that. It's going to go, did.
The RSPCA is not going to be happy.
That rabbit is it's like the king penguin in Happy Feet
Yeah.
with the 6-pack ring pull around his neck.
Ah, yes.
So this rabbit's going to have that tracking device strapped to him for the rest of its life.
So, interesting story with that. They actually blasted the rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit died.
The rabbit.
Oh,
He
good.
blasted it. But
I didn't
then
like it anyway.
when they tested it,
Oh, really?
people didn't like it, so they got it, so it got away. They changed it, so it got away.
Oh,
Everyone was like,
oh, yeah, because he shot the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
tested badly.
Oh,
They
right,
killed
the
the
dead
rabbit.
rabbit. Yeah. Oh, it's not Bambi. It was just some shit rabbit.
Yeah, no, it's myxomatosis anyway.
Thing's going to go mental with that thing.
They're illegal here in Queensland. Kill them all.
Yeah.
G-Man, ugly.
Oh, we said my ugly. already. We talked about that, which was
I can't even remember.
It was the Pretty Risky Plan.
Yes, absolutely. I've got the henchmen as ugly,
Oh, totally.
pathetic caricatures.
Just
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, well done, gentlemen. Damien's quick fire. Take it
Righty.
away.
Oh, wax on, wax off. A scene or a scene that has carried over into popular culture. Gal, can you see anything? Oh, I can't.
No,
I
nothing.
got one thing. The start. So if that movie doesn't happen, do we get the start of Speed? If that, so the falling, that tension is it because it's very similar to the start of Speed, where they got they're stuck in the elevator.
Yeah.
So
they're
maybe the
trying to get 'em
start.
out.
I think if you talk to anyone about Cliffhanger, they remember the start.
It's probably the most memorable part of the movie.
But in saying that, there is nothing that deserves to go into pop culture.
No.
But if you're going to say memorable falls, you're going to go Hans Gruber, right? Like,
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
You're gonna go, Hans.
Yeah.
That's the
Booby.
Yeah.
if slow motion falls.
Yeah.
Maybe a white Nate.
Yeah. Yep. No, I think it's pretty slim pickings for Cliffhanger. This is hotly contested.
I think it's a dead heat.
The Philip Stuckey Award for the biggest douchebag.
It's a dead
It's
heat.
either Blade Laser or Blazer.
It's all the henchmen. All of them have an instance.
I'm going for Leon probably as number one.
Oh, the Pommy guy. I think the Pommy guy is worse than Leon.
Yeah,
The soccer,
Craig Fairbrass is worse.
the soccer thing is just it's too much for me.
Just terrible.
At least Leon or Kynette, whatever his name was, he had a bit of menace about him. You know, when he's got
They
the
were all
knife
myths,
out.
mate. They were,
But the other guy didn't have any. Had nothing.
Leon was just like such an unreasonable fool, like just completely
they all were.
aggressively over the top angry. It was like our mate from Rebel Moon a bit, not to that extent though. The henchman,
Oh, yeah, the
South
henchman.
African who was an absolute cartoon.
He was the worst.
I know,
He was the
these
worst.
guys were just a cog down of that over the top henchman. I thought,
yeah, okay, okay.
but it is hotly contested. All Blade Laser and Blazer.
Dead
Let's
heat.
go with him.
Dead heat.
Jennifer Jason Leigh from Backdraft or the cast of Caddyshack thought they were in a different film. I reckon you've already said it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Stoners.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill and
Stoners.
Ted.
It's Bill and Ted.
What the hell were they doing
What
in
are they
there?
doing in there?
Yeah.
And you could almost put the henchmen in.
Yeah, I was going to say
in
the
that thing
henchmen,
as well.
because they're way too aggressive
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
it's-
holding two hostages.
For this sophisticated robbery, they're absolute just
Don't you want to
knuckleheads.
treat those guys reasonably well?
Yep.
In order to get what you need, then shoot them.
yeah.
Yep.
Don't carry on like a fuckwit from second one.
It's just, even Travers was just
Yeah, I
this
know.
hothead
Everyone was dialed to 11.
And maybe they did that to keep John Lithgow looking like he was the cool head. Have everyone else was totally erratic and over the top. And then John Lithgow was
Fetch.
kind of the cool, calm, cold-blooded killer. I don't know. What about the Olivia Newton-John cartwheel from Greece, which was shithouse for poor sporting prowess? Gow, did you see anything?
I guess it's probably been there. I did like the guy that they use his face as the brake down when he slides down.
That
the
was
mountain.
good.
Like when Slice shoves his head.
That was
into
really
it,
good.
Burns his face.
That's
Yeah,
harsh,
yeah,
though,
that
to give
is.
him athletic
Freezer burn.
prowess because his face is gets
No,
shunted.
he wasn't a
It's
good
not really
toboggan.
prowess,
He's not a
but
very
yeah.
good toboggan.
He's not a very good toboggan.
Shit toboggan work.
Yeah, shit toboggan.
What about the girlfriend with her attempt to traverse across that line?
She looked like she'd never done that
For
ever
someone
before.
that can climb that ridiculous
Yeah.
mountain,
Mate, it was K2.
to climb that and then you can't. She should have climbed across there with 2 fingers if she could get up that mountain. But she was just such a unco. Yeah, walking,
Warm apple
trying
pie.
to get across that line. All right, robot sentries, an additional scene, Whitey.
No.
There is nothing else you need.
Do you know what I wouldn't have minded seeing? I wouldn't have minded seeing the fallout between Hal and Gabe.
Exactly what I was going to have.
I think that there's too much implied. I think it would have been good to see a little bit of a fallout, and it would have been good to see him leaving. That would have been good.
It's exactly what I've got written down is basically a scene where Sly and Rowdy Burns just hug it out at the end, or at least sort of make up,
Yeah.
and just sort of go right. Yep, look,
Yeah.
we're back.
You're my
boys."
wingman.
But
Bullshit.
you're right. It just ended, and that's what I was thinking. Oh, I would have liked to have seen those two just sort of reconcile their differences.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit.
that would have been good.
You could be mine.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
But I just, look, when they find each other on the mountain, and God knows why, Hal climbs all the way up there when Gabe can get there so quickly and waits for him.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really understand that bit, but
There's a lot of things.
But then what about Hal? Like, as if you're going to hang him over the edge.
yeah.
Hal's a bit of a dick.
Oh yeah.
Hal could be Philip Stuckey.
He just there was too. He would have.
There's
easily
just too
been
much
a-
competition.
Just
Too
blade
cliche.
laser and
In
blade
another
up.
movie.
Yeah.
Nobody. It was you who dropped it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was just come on, Hal.
Okay. Now there's I think there's two contenders here for Whitey's Brad Pitt.
It's Janine Turner,
The Crystal was pretty good too.
the one on the line.
The pilot that John Lithgow shot.
Yeah,
The
Catherine
baddie,
Goodall.
yes, yes.
Catherine Goodall. Yeah, she's Yeah, I'm going Janine Turner.
Go Janine.
Something about women with short hair.
What about you?
love it.
Would you go for Blade?
Go for Leon. No, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Janine.
Yeah. Well, I'll go for Crystal, but I think then.
Really?
Yeah. I thought she was kind of.
You're a sucker for a blonde, aren't
yeah,
you?
she was quite nice.
You're jealous of the blonde hair. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What about lookalikes?
Lookalikes, yeah. Well, any Morgs alikes? I saw last week you had F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, well, that was easy. It was easy. It's like it's a lay down.
It's like you're watching Dark Crystal in the sketch.
Dan thinks he's Stephen Bauer, but he's really F. Murray Abraham.
yeah, or the other two you
Well, I
mentioned.
think the Pommy henchman's got a bit of Morgs about him. Got a bit of a long back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there weren't. I couldn't find any.
Nah,
too many
there were no
Morgs
Morgs-alikes.
or
There
any
weren't
all
really.
Morgs-alikes. Yeah.
There weren't many Morgs-alikes.
Any
which is a
lookalikes for
shame.
you?
There's not really many people in the mountain. I mean, those two young blokes had Morgses do, 90s do.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah,
about it.
cheesehead.
Yeah, cheeseheads. Yeah. Okay. All right then, and well, that's it for
That's
quickfire.
it. Okay, well done. Listen to this. G-Man, take it away.
Whitey, you've already hit the big one with the world's.
That's what I do.
With the world's most expensive aerial stunt.
Yes.
They paid that bloke, the stuntman, $1 million because to climb through the
So it's to
planes.
go from one plane to another
Yeah,
plane.
but they wouldn't insure him for it, right?
Yeah.
They would, so Sly actually put up the money. Said, "I'll take it out of my fee."
it is a pretty ballsy
It's a
thing.
massively
Obviously,
ballsy
would have had
stunt.
a parachute, but still, you could get
Anything could go wrong.
could-
He gets sucked into the jet.
That's right, or anything.
Well, he
yeah.
was $1 million. I think he was like, "All right, I'll take that. I'll take that
Jeez.
challenge."
Yeah.
He wonder what he get paid nowadays to do that. 20 mil?
They wouldn't allow
wouldn't
it.
do it.
OH&S. There's
you
no
wouldn't
way they'd be allowed to do it. I mean, Christopher Nolan would probably want someone to try and do it, but
Bean.
no one else could do it.
Look, we've already touched on all the other ones I sort of had in there. The puppy or the fake dog falling out of the bag.
Yeah. That she carried up there for no reason.
How good was it to see, just on this, how good was it to see Mario Casar and Karolko?
Yes,
They
yes.
Right,
They've
geez,
been
I was-
around. They've done everything.
Some of the great movies.
Yep.
Some of the great movies. You got anything, Damo?
Well, Renny Harlin. So because he's Finnish, he does tend to add a little Finnish something in each movie. So the parachute had the Finnish flag on it. Bill and Ted. Actually had a Finnish flag on it because in Die Hard 2, when the plane blew up, there was some Finlandia hymn that was playing. So he always likes to add some sort of something from home in his movies.
Oh, not only that, the movie just finished.
Reminds me, turn the dishwasher on.
Tish.
Yep. Okay. Finish, and that's pretty much it for listening to this.
Okay, all right.
What about you?
Okay. What
do you got?
So Renny Harlin had extreme faith in the safety equipment, so he put a harness on and just jumped off the edge of the cliff just to show that they worked.
He did it himself.
He did it himself. Yeah. Yep, he did it himself. So the scene where they're in the bats, it's the cave of bats.
Yeah.
They're actually digital bats because Sylvester Stallone and Janine Turner were mortified by bats. So like,
Who'd
nah,
want to go into a cave full of bats?
fuck that. The bat shit, that's so toxic, bat shit. Bat guano.
Yes.
Yeah. You never go into the toilet after Bruce Wayne.
No,
It's horrific.
it's a big pile of guano just on the floor.
It's horrific. It's horrific. Okay, so Cliffhanger was the last TriStar movie to have the original Pegasus,
oh yeah, the horse.
the triangle with the horse,
Yep.
before it moved on to its new logo. So Cliffhanger was the last movie to have it.
Oh, there you go.
And according to Sly himself, a sequel called The Dam had gotten the green light, but it fizzled out during development. Now listen to this. The planned sequel would have brought Stallone's character back to fight terrorists who took over Hoover Dam?
What,
That was a cliff. That was Gabe.
Gabe was going to
Gabe the Mountaineer was going to take on the terrorists.
So he's turned into like the Fast and the Furious, where they were just
it was-
car racing guys, and
it's-
now they're working for the government.
Die Hard on a dam.
Yep.
Well, you know that there was a film called Gale Force. Right? Now that was the movie that Renny Harlin and Stallone were going to make.
Really?
And then it had Stallone's character fighting modern pirates during a hurricane, but that got canned, and then they made Cliffhanger.
Wow.
So they spent money like $4 million on pre-production, and it had a big budget. They went, no, we won't do that, and then they ended up making Cliffhanger anyway with a massive budget. So
Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure there's 1,000 tales about the making of Cliffhanger. We can't be fucked telling any more of them. Quotables. Damien, you got any of your favourite quotes from the movie?
There's not a lot of favourites, but one, it was just so stupidly corny that I had to put it down. Besides the soccer commentator, but the one where John Lithgow at the end, when he was sort of looking at, they're having the final showdown with Gabe, with Sly Stallone.
Yeah.
And he said, I must admit, you are a real piece of work. And Sly Stallone's retort is, I must admit, you are a real piece of shit.
Yeah, I got that in mind as well.
That was mine.
So
It was
bad.
so terrible. It was so terrible. I was like,
I must admit, you're a real piece of shit.
Nothing better though. It's not far after that. If you're looking for Quaylen, try about 4,000 feet south of here. He'll be the one wearing the helicopter.
that helicopter fight was Mission Impossible Fallout or whatever.
Yeah, Fallout.
Copied that one,
it's,
didn't they?
It's 100%.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, the copycat.
Yeah, he copied off Cliffhanger.
Yeah. What about costs a fortune to heat this place?
There
He's
wasn't
burning the money.
There wasn't many
Oh,
good lines
God.
in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh God. this rope looks 60 years old. Will it hold? Don't think so. Bad answer. It's just
It's
the
just
script. And
porn.
Sylvester Stallone he wrote this.
Well,
There was the three of them that wrote the screenplay. Fucking
I know. Real sort of trying to be with the cool one-liners, and they didn't hit.
This suffers from the Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liner.
Yeah.
Where they're trying, because Arnie's through the 80s, Arnie really lived off the one-liner in his action films, right?
Yep.
This is really trying to copy
Absolutely.
that and just can't do it.
No, it doesn't work.
Because a year later, I'm pretty sure it's 94 with True Lies.
Oh,
True
yeah.
Lies in 94?
Around then.
Yeah, and I think that, or maybe it's 96, True Lies. But it, again, just crushes it. Arnie just is the king of it.
He kills it. But Sly's way better in Tango and Cash at that than he is in this.
For sure.
Way better lines in that than there is in this movie.
Kurt Russell. Okay, anyone else got any more?
No, that's it.
Okay, and we'll move into 6 Degrees of Kurt.
Yeah,
and of course, we've got Sly Stallone for Tango and Cash.
And what was Kurt Russell's name in Tango and Cash?
Gabe.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabe,
He was a Gabriel as well.
Gabriel Tango.
Yeah. So Sly obviously liked his name. He wanted to be a Gabriel. But the other one too is Michael Rooker's next movie was Tombstone.
Tombstone.
and also he was in Guardians 2.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
He
was.
plays
He's
that-
Yondu.
Yeah.
Yondu, the blue guy with the
Udonta.
mohawk.
Yep. Who once again started off as a baddie and then turned into a
Turned
goodie.
into a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Michael Rooker in so many movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, film school.
Oh, hang on. I've got another one.
Oh, G-Man's on fire.
Rex Lynn, Agent Travis.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Was he in Tombstone as well?
No, he was in Wyatt Earp.
Ah, okay.
But he was in Breakdown in 97.
Oh, that's a good movie.
With JT Walsh
JT,
and Kurt Russell.
No, he's a ghost. Markinson's
movie.
a ghost.
Markinson's a ghost. He was also in Better Call Saul.
Great TV show, though.
He was the banker, Kevin Wachtel.
Fucking hell. Okay, film school for F-wits. And I've got a little thing we're going to do here today where I'm going to show and we're going to talk about the greatest jackets in cinema history.
Teasel.
And up here on the screen, we've got Will Teasel's jacket
King
in
Shit Cop.
First Blood. I would love to own this jacket.
That's a good jacket.
I don't know where in Australia I could wear this jacket. I'd
not where
you'd
we
have to
live.
live in
Man,
Victoria.
there was a snowy part of Queensland. Is it Stanthorpe? Somewhere
Stanthorpe, yeah,
You
gets cold.
Wear it out there.
Yeah, Stanthorpe, great jacket.
That is an
is
awesome,
awesome.
jacket.
Okay,
Yeah.
So then next one, Brad Pitt's trench coat, leather jacket in 7.
7. Yeah, that's a good
Better
one.
than his ties.
It's much better than his ties. This is a jacket that I would love to own.
Yeah.
I think I could. I'm the kind of guy. I'd like to try a leather jacket at some stage, but I don't know if I could pull it off. I don't think there's enough leather.
but I had
It'd need to be a big cow.
I had a pleather one. You know, the
That doesn't surprise me.
pleather. Yeah. And it had a built-in hoodie. This is only like probably 8 years ago. or so.
You had a pleather jacket
It was
with
it
a
looked
hoodie.
leather. It looked like a leather one with a
Seriously,
hoodie.
didn't Morgs used to run a leather jacket?
Yeah, Morg's got a couple of leather
He
jackets.
would have like had a Fonzie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I for probably about 2 years now, I was like, I'm never wearing that thing again. But I pulled it off for a while.
I've been pulling it off for about 35 years. Okay. Han Solo's Hoth jacket.
Jeez,
Love it.
Man, I thought they smelled bad.
On the outside. Family Guy do an excellent parody of that scene where Peter Griffin is just breathing. He goes, I thought they smelled bad. On the outside. Because there's a pause before he says it.
And they
Mate,
extend the pause.
and of course, you have to be a Star Wars aficionado to get half the jokes in them. But Columbia came out with a copy of this jacket, a ski jacket. I wanted to buy one. They wanted $500 for it.
Whoa.
And it's got the fuzzy hood. You look like a scruffy.
So the
you look
hood,
like a
that's
nerf herder.
all in one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in one.
Yep.
Mate, incredible jacket.
Mate, Harrison Ford has run a couple of good jackets in his characters.
He has.
Is that coming up?
That's going to get us to
Yeah.
Indy's leather
the brown
jacket,
leather.
the brown leather jacket.
It's real worn too. It's the
It's got its own. It's got its own
rough.
must.
Love
Yeah,
it.
it's
got its
Love
own
it when
stench.
He, when he gets
Distressed.
love it when he gets the whip and just knocks the tarantulas off.
Yeah, mate.
yeah.
Is there
Great scene.
like Han Solo's cool? Is Indiana Jones cooler than Han Solo?
No,
that's a good debate.
no, he's not. No, but he's up there. But for me, he's not.
Yeah, it's tight. It's a tight tussle.
I like that. I like
Okay, now we move into Damo. You're going to like this one.
Oh, Bane.
Bane's
that
coat.
is a great coat. Yeah,
Great coat.
really.
The wool. I got a thing with woolen necks,
Yeah. That's and that's perfect for Gotham winter.
isn't it?
And
Gotham Knights.
It's almost Teasel type.
It's very teasel.
Yeah,
It's
different colour.
Yeah, but what a jacket.
Awesome jacket. Geez, he pulled that look off too.
How good is he?
Yep.
How good's Bane?
Bane is just fantastic. Physically, just awesome.
He was very good, Tom Hardy. He's for a guy he's a dead set midget.
Oh,
He looks like he's 7 foot tall.
Yeah, absolute monster.
And he does the same in Warrior. He comes across like he's 6'8", but he's
Yeah.
5'5".
Yeah, he's definitely, he's got some. It's because
He's got some traps.
It's traps and lats.
He does,
that I
doesn't
think
he?
if you've
Yeah.
got traps and lats, you just automatically become a bigger guy.
Looks bigger,
Everyone's
yeah.
got sort of buys and tries and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you got your lats and your traps, you're a bit of a unit.
Yep. Okay, now this is one that I think Dan might like. Ryan Gosling's white satin
With the
scorpion jacket in Drive.
Wow, that is a bit too silky shiny
It's
for me.
too much for me.
Morgs he'd get that around.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, Morgs thinks he's a bit of a Gosling. I don't know what mirror he's looking in.
Yeah.
He's looking in wooden mirrors if he thinks he looks like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He's more F. Murray than our Goz.
absolutely, definitely.
Imagine F. Murray wearing that thing.
Couldn't pull it off, F. Murray. Okay, next one. Tyler Durden's red
waiting
leather
for that.
jacket.
I was waiting for that. That is fantastic.
Is that a
jacket.
great jacket or what?
That is. It's 70s.
Yeah.
But you could wear that anywhere like now. It's super cool.
Could Tyler Durden have the best wardrobe in cinema history?
Goes all right, doesn't he?
The
He
Sunnies
looks
match.
incredible that whole movie.
Yeah. Very like super trendy.
It's eclectic.
Just super cool.
Yeah, super cool. How good's Brad Pitt?
Big collars.
Yeah.
Like
I love the
like
jacket.
Elvis style.
I couldn't wear that jacket. I couldn't pull off the red leather.
Do the T-Birds get a run in here anyway?
Oh, well, they
Fonzie?
don't, but we can talk about the T-Birds.
Oh.
Lieutenant Pete Mitchell's
Oh, yeah. that's a good
G1
one.
military flight jacket in 86's Top Gun.
Patches
Yes.
all over it.
He-
Patches
he's a-
O'Houlihan.
He's a naval aviator.
Yeah. And again, woolen collar.
Mate,
I love a woolen collar.
my mate Balls, he back in like 87 had one of those jackets and he used to wear it out. Like we'd go to Jade's and he'd have the Top Gun jacket on.
Did he have the patches on it?
All the patches. All the patches.
Mate,
good.
I bought. Yeah, I remember when we went to New Zealand in 1991.
Yep.
My dad bought me a jacket that had leather arms, and it was this like a greeny brown jacket with these brown leather arms, and
Is it like a Letterman jacket kind of thing?
sort of. Fuck, it was a good jacket. I wore it for about 10 years. It was so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, such a good jacket. Okay, last one.
Oh,
Mad
yeah,
Max
Good one.
side zip motorcycle jacket.
Yeah.
The only leather jacket in the cast. Everyone else had Damo's pleather.
Yeah, the real, and it's kind of got the bit of a shoulder pad on it.
It does have a shoulder
like
pad.
like a protective.
It
pad.
does. It does.
Like gridiron style.
He was big. He was a left shoulder guy.
Mate, he spends a bit of time coming off that bike. I'd want some padding in there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, boys. If we're going to make a call on what jacket's the best, we're going to start with you, G-Man. What do you think? Or have you got another jacket that you prefer?
I do like Mad Max's jacket. I
Yeah.
do like that. The other one I had here was Travis Bickle's army jacket.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
I had
That's
an
got a lot
army
of
jacket like
morgs
Travis
about it.
Bickle's.
Yeah.
I had an army jacket like Travis Bickles used to wear down to Rat Park for the night games and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
But that's a good one call. Good call, gal. What about you, Damo?
I remember Kurt Russell in one of those Grindhouse movies with a jacket that said icy hot.
In Death Proof.
Yeah, it had icy hot, and
Yeah.
it was an awesome jacket.
Yeah, good call.
And I loved it. I loved the name Icy Hot.
Yeah.
But out of that list, I'm going for Bane.
Yeah, it's a good jacket, Bane.
Big, like it looks warm. Got the big sheepskin collar.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the jacket I've had the love affair with for the longest, Teasels.
Yeah. Well, that's probably my second best. Yeah.
That's
love
a good,
Teasel's
that's a good
jacket.
jacket
Yeah.
for the
It's
cold.
multi-purpose. You could wear it with trackies. You could wear it with jeans. You could
Trackies would be a good look.
Trackies in that jacket.
With
That's
G-string.
it.
And Ugg boots.
And Uggies.
Uggies would fit right in with
Well,
that.
it is. It's a perfect match for Ugg boots.
Well, it's the Ugg boot version of the
It is.
jacket.
It's an Ugg boot jacket. Yeah.
It's an Ugg boot jacket.
Perfect for hope.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect for winters in hope.
That's
King
it.
Perfect for king shit.
It
cops.
is absolutely perfect for king shit cops. So well done, gents. What do you think about the technology of the slideshow?
Love it.
next level.
We've taken it to the next
great
level.
I feel like I'm
Great
working at
introduction.
Microsoft or something.
And it's going to mean nothing for the people listening to it on Spotify. But if you want to
maybe
see
we
it,
probably should have described them a bit better.
well, no, that's fine. Well, we're going to put them up on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Instagram. So go to Instagram and check out the jackets. We'd love to hear what you think is the number one jacket.
It's not it can't be that silky smooth scorpion one there.
Well, there might be some votes for that. I think Dan's going to vote for that. That and F. Murray Abraham suit jacket in Scarface.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Well done, gentlemen. Let's move into star of the show. Damien, who you got? It's not easy.
Not one actor stood out for me. But what did stand out for me was Renny Harlin, because
Okay.
he's delivered an action-packed chills and thrills the whole way through from go to woe. So I'll give it to Renny, the director.
Do you think you could throw in more cliches into that statement?
Yeah, just like a Renny Harlin movie. It was cliche-ridden. It was trope city.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah, love it.
And that's just him. Yeah.
It lived on.
And it delivered though.
It used to be a club in Gosford, Club Tropo.
Oh, Club Tropo. Yeah, I went up there once. I stayed there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mooney's Bucks Day. Do you go to that?
No, I didn't.
So we went on a Bucks Day to Gosford. I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was Mooney's Bucks Day, and we stayed at the Galaxy Inn on the main drag of Gosford, and we hired a stripper, and the stripper danced to Enter Sandman.
What more would you expect from a stripper at Gosford?
Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember if anyone was there sitting with her in the corner, making sure she was okay and talking about her life choices.
Yeah.
There's usually always someone in the group.
Yeah.
that sits there, are you
Ulterior
okay?
motive, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I've turned
why
up.
do you strip? Why do you strip?
Psychologist.
Strangles is one of those guys.
Oh, he would,
strangles
yeah.
his, sit on the couch,
Yeah.
talk about life choices.
He'd be like Richard Hatch in Survivor 1.
How good was he, though?
Nudist.
Till he burned his hands.
Yeah, but he wanted to sit down. No, he didn't burn his hands. That was in season 2. It was that guy that fell in the fire.
Yeah.
But
Hatch won, didn't he?
Hatch
Season one.
Season 1, yeah.
Remember we watched the thing at your house?
Yeah.
The finale of Survivor at your
Mate,
house.
That was, and that, like,
Oh-dee,
that season,
oh-dee,
first couple of seasons of
oh-dee,
Survivor
oh-dee.
was fantastic as well.
Season 2 was in Australia.
Mate, when I was in the States, Survivor was on.
It's still going. I still watch it.
Oh, you still watch it?
still
Yeah,
watch
I saw old Anal Probst in there.
Yeah, love a bit of anal probst.
It's still there.
Love a bit of anal probst.
like-
What about you, G-Man? Star of the show. We got off track.
Damo's right. No one really stood out for me. I guess you could say Renny Harlin did well because that story did just flow. There was no down bits to it. Not sure that's it for me. I'm going to go with Sly's car.
Oh, the defender.
It wasn't in it a
I
lot.
like it.
It was a 5-minute part.
That's all right. That's
Impressive 5 minutes.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
Fair enough.
I'm going John Lithgow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was a good villain.
Great villain.
Not very good with a gun in his hand,
No.
but a very good villain.
Yep. Compared to his henchman, he was
Oh,
the best
mate.
villain.
Well,
out of all
he
of them
looked
by a
like
mile.
he looked like the fucking Einstein of villains with his henchmen. His henchmen were fucking hopeless.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. Fetch. Okay, well done, gents. Let's move into the rank bank. I've got a couple options here for you, and I'm always happy to hear some more from you guys. Okay, we've got overacting henchmen.
Oh, that's perfect.
We've got incredibly poor climbing decisions.
Yeah.
We've got poor quality harnesses. 4,000 feet death drops. Unnecessary stoner base jumpers.
Yes.
Bulletproof bunny rabbits.
Yep.
And cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads. No, I like that first one.
Yeah, I do. I've got.
What do you got?
I've got 2 hands.
What?
Use 2 hands.
I
love.
used 2 hands. Yeah,
Two
okay.
hands.
Yeah, she could have done
and
with
I've
2 hands.
got-
Oh, right.
Or I've got toboggan faces.
That's not bad too.
That's not bad, but
Toboggan face?
I honestly think we have taken the piss out of the henchman the whole time.
Yeah.
And as good as Toboggan Faces is, I think we're going to go with overacting henchmen.
absolutely.
Stalactite boy.
Yeah. So we'll start with you, G-Man. How many overacting henchmen are you going to give? What movie is it? Cliffhanger.
Jeez, it was this movie is one that I watched again. It's so big and it's such a Hollywood over the top movie. I don't think I'll watch it again after this. I mean, I think I'm done with it.
Oh, you're going to Marie Kondo it?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever need to watch this one again. I'm hovering at a 2.75.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a 3. Maybe a 3 for nostalgia's sake.
3?
Yeah.
Or 2.75? Which one is it?
3.
3, okay. All right. Damo, how many overacting henchmen are you giving Cliffhanger?
Well, a lot of things about this probably made me laugh, but not for the correct reasons. Some of the corny
There is a lot of
lines.
unnecessary comedy or accidental comedy.
Accidental comedy. So I found it a pretty funny movie
Yeah.
for that. But in context of today's movie, this thing shits on, 95% of everything that would come out now. Like, it's just far more entertaining. I'm giving this a 3.
3, okay, all right. 3 overacting henchmen for Damo. All right, now, as I said, Sly's my guy. Love him to death. Rocky and Rambo's my youth. He gets 0.5 of a point for loyalty.
Fair enough.
So Cliffhanger's getting 3.5 overacting henchmen. And I agree with you, Damo. It's purely because it's entertainment and there's no fat.
No.
It's lean, it's mean, and it's not too far in between.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of fun. I laughed. I don't. It's a bit like me in general. I don't give a fuck if you're laughing with me or at me, but as long as you're laughing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun.
Action aplenty. Absolutely.
It is not going to sit well in the rank bank, I think, G-Man. Where does it sit?
Right, it's coming to a 5-way tie.
Wow.
It's in a 5-way tie with Dirty Dancing, Caddyshack, When Harry Met Sally, and An American Werewolf in London at 3.17.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now this is coming at number 69.
Good number.
69, dude. Bill and Ted.
So it's
Dinner for Two?
right below Love Actually at 3.19 US 4-ways. And it is right above.
It's a 5-way.
It's right above 3.13. One of the greatest songs of all time, Pulled Leashes.
North Shore.
Really?
Yep. So it's above North Shore, which to me is an absolute travesty.
Yeah, this is a better movie than North
So
Shore.
people need to. This is not a better movie than North Shore.
Yes, it is. This
So
is a
people
better-
need to rethink their life choices.
What I'm going to say, though, is that the 4 movies that he's tied with, that they are all much better movies than this. So you said American Werewolf in London, When Harry Met Sally.
God, that's bad. Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing?
Dirty Dancing's a better movie.
Yeah, and there's one more.
Caddyshack.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Caddyshack.
I think
I'd have
those
Caddyshack
4
on.
movies are
Yeah.
better than this.
Yep. Well, you could say. I mean, we say it's in
I'm
69
content with
spot.
it.
You could say this is in 72nd spot.
I'm content where it is, like with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with where it is. It's down. Well, it's
in the
in the
70s.
bottom third.
This is the Sylvester Stallone blockbuster top 10 of 1993, which was like a massive year.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Whitey. You gave North Shore 2.
Yeah, and mate,
Which
it was
pulled it right
fucking. It
down.
was lucky to get that.
Mate.
I gave Pulled Leashes 5. I gave Pull Rick's Leash 5. Right, and I gave the podcast minus fucking 7.
Mate, it's just for Damo's song. It should have got a higher rating. That's
No.
But you
The
brought
song
down-
gets a 5.
You are not in there, Rick.
No, I'm not.
You are not.
I am not. I've got to say,
Holy-
Pull Rick's
holy-
Leash. Pull Rick's Leash is one of the greatest musical accomplishments
Yes.
of this
Critically acclaimed.
century.
Yeah.
I
I
watched.
don't think that's an overstatement.
I watched it again just last week on Instagram. I went back and watched the reel that I made of it, and I'm just watching Gow and I for our reaction,
Yeah.
and we are blown away. It is pure joy
Stan Bush, pure.
and just
One of
we cannot believe what's going on in front of us.
one of the great songs, and can't wait till we have the concert to
yeah, well,
Yes.
yes.
live concert to
One
pull
day.
that out.
Absolutely.
One day.
Well,
One
we are.
day when
We
I'm
are.
getting better. I'm getting
We
better.
are working on the episode where we judge a top 15 or 20
Stan
kick-ass
Bush
credits.
songs, yeah.
So where we'll sit.
God, there's going to be some mullets. There's going to be some leashes.
Yep.
There's going to be some First Blood.
Yeah, you drew First Blood. Okay, if you loved Cliffhanger, what are you going to love? G-Man.
I don't know.
I'm kind of the same.
Any other blockbuster?
Daylight.
Yeah, Daylight.
Well, that's the same sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Take your pick.
All right, good one, G-Man. And Damo.
Yeah, I just some sort of. I was thinking of like Escape from New York, just some sort of
Yeah.
actiony, non-stop actiony kind of. How you going? Not
me.
Unreal.
Call me Snake.
What about Vertical Limit?
Snake.
How have we?
about
Well,
Vertical
okay,
Limit?
I've got Vertical Limit. You could also, which is, Chris O'Donnell, Robin Tunney, Bill Paxton, Scott Glenn, Ben Mendelsohn.
Wow.
It's a massive blockbuster.
Ben Mendelsohn, 1 degree of Quickly Down Under.
They climb K2. A climber must rescue his sister of the peak of K2, the second highest mountain in the world, but the most feared mountain in the world.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's much a harder climb than Everest.
I tell
What
you
about,
what.
what about Dante's Peak?
Yeah, it's another good one. The other one I thought
Keys.
is Everest, which is the movie about the Rob Hall Everest
Yeah, that's
expedition
a
in
way better
'96.
movie than this.
The book Into Thin Air
by
is
John
one of
Krakauer.
the greatest books ever
Awesome.
written.
One of the best books ever.
If you're not fond of reading, Into Thin Air is a good book to have a crack at because you cannot put it down.
It is a compelling story, a true story.
It is. It's rather compelling. People, we've hit the end. We got there. We've done it.
Done.
Cliffhanger. The 93 blockbuster to end all blockbusters. It shares the same position in this world with movies like Schindler's List, Jurassic Park.
Off in the same year.
Yep, it's in the same window of time.
Should be 4,000 feet below them.
It should be, what's her name?
helicopter.
What's her name at the start? Who falls?
The girlfriend.
Yeah, it should be down with her.
Yeah. And the soft toy. The
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, should be down with her. Next week, we're going to do something a little different. We're getting Will the work experience.
Oh,
boy
we're getting
in.
the work experience kid in.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
You know what? I'm going to do some work experience tricks on him, like go and get me some, touch.
A long wait.
Yeah, a long weight or a left-handed screwdriver and stuff. You know, that's what
You'd learn him.
Yeah,
You learn him a lesson.
It's been a couple of weeks. Do we have to do a Hobbit
he won't
movie
have
or
a
something?
clue what's hit him. He'll be
Fuck off,
he'll be
Dale.
going down to get some striped touch-up paint.
We
He's not going to know what's hitting him.
and Gow's having a night off.
Oh,
Dan won't be here,
good.
so it'll be me, Damo, and the work experience kid. The cable TV sensation, Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Mike Myers
Dana
Blue-
Carvey.
blew into pop culture with his
Oh, a lot
Saturday Night Live
A lot of pop culture in there.
character.
Oh.
And a lot of
Sphincter says
listen
what?
to this. Yeah, there's so many one-liners.
Yeah.
in the movie.
Some young boy. Whatever.
Yeah,
Is that on
Crib
the-
of some young
Is
guy.
that on the go somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah. We're not worthy.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot.
my God.
It's going to be a very
I don't
interesting.
know. I haven't watched this for 25 years.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether much of it is funny nowadays.
Oh, yeah. I don't think maybe I'll laugh as much.
Is that Tia Carrera?
It's Tia Carrera.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tia, yeah.
She plays the
Does
the
Garth
musician.
go out with her?
No,
No,
it's Mike.
Wayne.
It's Wayne.
Oh, Wayne does.
It's Wayne. And then Rob Lowe tries to steal her.
It's oh, yeah. He's, okay.
He's the
baddie.
agent.
He's the agent. He's bad.
He's a Bob Sugar.
Oh, don't talk about Jay Moore. We'll inch your mouth out.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, that'll be good.
That'll be fun. Thank you, people, for staying with us. Don't forget, homework this week.
Oh, tell three
Tell
people.
3 friends. Leave a review on either Apple or even if you want to interact on Spotify, you can leave a little comment on there as well.
Yep.
Give us a 5-star review, even if you hate us.
Yep.
It means a lot.
Awesome.
Till next week, Damo, thank you.
No, thank you.
G-Man,
See you, everybody.
bye for now.
Nice.
Do you know what? Halfway through that, I have to get it out. We didn't do a song. We